From the 50, here's Fields.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way. Back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Prescott.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Back to throw, Fields.
He finds Hopkins complete.
2nd and 7. Fields.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Prescott now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Play action. It's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
To throw is Fields.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller from 13 yards out.
And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 24 is the mark. I got you.
Prescott on 1st down.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And again, it's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Able to power through. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the 50, here's Fields.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jalen Hyatt,
His 21st touchdown of the season.
and the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Fields. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Fields now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Fields on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far,
that's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Gabriel Davis
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Fields.
Buying time to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
To the air again, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Now it's Fields.
And I think the ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
Fields on first down.
Dancing to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. It was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium.
On second down, here's Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Flush to his right. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Barkley, inside handoff. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here, and the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
77 yards.
And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
A first down carry for Barkley.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. On the option right is Fields.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is caught. Now inside the 25. CeeDee Lamb.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Fields.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago